there, and welcome to the little apartment on the prairie. I'm washing dishes. Anybody else feel like you spend half your life washing dishes these days? Like, they're never done. As soon as you clean up the kitchen, by the time you get it all cleaned up, you're hungry again, and then you make more dishes. I don't know, dishes and laundry, never done. But anyway, I thought while I'm washing dishes, see my coffee back there? A friend bought me an iced coffee. She had to go to Lincoln this morning for an appointment. Anyway, so I have iced coffee, so dishes are better when you have iced coffee, right? But I thought I would talk a little bit today about kind of preparing for the long haul. So I know a lot of us, when this whole pandemic was getting started, we're thinking, okay, so we're gonna lock down for 14 days. Okay, I thought it was gonna be more than 14 days, but still, we're thinking like a limited amount of time, right? We're not thinking like 6 months, 18 months. Isaac, bring me your Kong. He's like, wait, you're talking and you're not talking to me. Then give me a treat. Give it. And look. Bring it here. Sassy here, she's getting a treat. And she's like, wait, I also like treats, in case you did not know. You also like treats, Sassafras? She also likes to drink dishwasher, which is really disgusting. But here, you see her? Here, you want a treat? That's a little dog biscuit. She likes it. She prefers it on the floor than on the counter. So anyway, we weren't necessarily prepared to hang in there for a year or more. And now I have a lot of friends who have chronic health problems and stuff, and they're really concerned that if they got the virus, especially currently since we're still trying to figure out how to treat it best, that it would be really bad for them, and so they're planning to just kind of self-isolate for at least the rest of the year, and maybe all of next year too. I mean, they don't know. You're kind of going to have to take it as it comes, but so far, the way it's coming, it doesn't look so good. All right, so let's talk about preparing for, say, the rest of this year. And what I personally think is likely to happen is that obviously we're not going to be closed down for the whole rest of the year because things are open. And I think it's okay for some things to open in some places, but I think we're going to see outbreaks in various areas. It's going to be safe for a little while, then it's not going to be safe, then it'll be safe, then it won't be safe. It's going to go back and forth. And so there may be different restrictions at different times, and it may vary for some of us depending upon where we live. It's not like it's going to be the same all over the country, but will kids go back to school in the fall? At least in some places they will. Will schools have to close again at some point? Some of them probably will. We don't know. So if you can think about now through the end of the year, what things are important to you, what things you have planned, what things you want to do over the rest of the year. Think about your kids going back to school. Think about what if they don't go back to school. Think about what if you're stuck in the house with the kids when it gets cold outside. Think about birthdays. Think about whatever holidays you normally celebrate. If it's important to you to have a turkey for Thanksgiving dinner, since we're starting to have some meat shortages in different places, you might want to buy a turkey now if it's really important to you to make sure you have one if you have the freezer space. Think about Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate in the winter. What foods are most important to have, if you've got to get gifts for kids, don't wait till last minute to do your Christmas shopping. I'm telling you, don't plan to go to some big crazy sale the day after Thanksgiving. Some people probably will do it if stores are open. It's not going to be safe. Make other plans. Think ahead. Just kind of plan out what things you have coming up, and then from now till the end of the year, and think about how you can best manage those and prepare for them. I have a neighbor who's turning 50 years old tomorrow, and I told him a couple months ago that I was going to bake him a cake and put 50 candles on it. I think he thought I was joking, but I really am. I bought this big package of candles from Amazon, and I bought it like a couple months ago because I wanted to make sure that I had the candles, and I didn't know if I'd be able to get them in a local store or how long it would take to get them delivered from Amazon. So tonight I'm baking this cake, and it's going to have 50 candles on it for him. And you know, I bought a couple cake mixes because I had a couple people around me that would be celebrating birthdays while we might be quarantined to some degree, and I wanted to make sure I had those things available. Just think now so that you can have those things and there's not some kind of a rush at the last moment trying to get the things that you think you're going to need or that you're going to want. Because again, you got to think about what's important to you. Can you have something other than a turkey for Thanksgiving dinner? Of course you can. But if it's important to you to have the turkey, you know, plan to buy it as far in advance as you can and make sure you have it. Maybe for you it's not the turkey, maybe it's the sweet potato casserole with the little marshmallows, or you know, whatever would be most important for your family. Make sure you have those things that are the most important. You don't have to have everything. We might not be able to have everything, but think about what's most important and have those things. And that's part of how we prepare, because you have to think about how you're going to have fun and how you're going to find joy and how you're going to maintain important family traditions when a lot of things around you are going to be changing and aren't going to be the same as they used to be. So you have to figure out what things are most important and what can you do. And I do think that they're saying it's possible we could have a vaccine by the end of the year. I hope we do. I think that might be a little soon, but you know, even if we do, that could still mean that the holidays this year are not going to be the same as our holidays usually are. Isaac found a bone to chew on. You know, so plan now. Start planning now. Think through scenarios. Think about what you're going to do if you can't go to grandma's for the holidays, if you can't go to church on Christmas Eve, if you can't do, you know, maybe you'll be able to do those things, but kind of come up with a plan B now. And if there's something you need to do in order to make those things happen and to make them special for your family, now's the time to start putting that together. Don't wait until the last minute, because it's going to be harder to do it then. And if you prepare and then something turns out okay and you know, you don't need whatever plans you'd made, then that's fine. If you're still able to, you know, if you plan to make the Christmas dinner yourself, but then it turns out you are able to go to grandma's after all, that's great. You just got extra food and make a feast another day. Or offer to take some of the food to grandma's, and so she doesn't have to make it all. Anyway, let me know what your plans are, how you're preparing, and you know what your thoughts are about what the rest of this year is going to look like. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you can get more videos, and everybody have a good day and stay well.